So today we talk about the hot topic in Canada, the international students. I'm going to break down this video in three parts: the international students, good one and bad ones, and the hate against them. That's what said about by white people. And I will also break that in two parts: the white people who are really concerned about Canada, or the second one, the hate mongers. And the third one, the other communities like Middle Eastern or Black community, African people, trying to get in and put the bullshit on whole Indian community. I will talk about them too. So first we talk about international students. International students, guys, see, I'm not going to defend you because you are Indian and I am Indian. No, we will talk rationally here. International students are coming to Canada for a long time. As far as I know, 2003 onwards. So this is like 21 years. So there was never a hue and cry like this before. Why? Before, because before the students used to come uh, on a graduation base, like graduate students comes here for grad programs, not the undergrad programs. So the students already have 3 years college, like in their respective countries: India, China, Japan, UAE, Nigeria, wherever they come from. So they already, when you go in college, you already matured enough when you come to migrate to this country. For example, for Canada, again, students are coming in a huge number for last 10 years. But all of a sudden, why is this happening? Why the protests are going on, and why the Canadian government has to change their rules? So, first of all, let me remind you, Canadian visa was the toughest visa to get in whole world. Maybe you can get used to get USA visa, but not Canadian. No, that was the toughest one. That's how high value was of Canadian visa. But Justin Trudeau opened it for you. He just like open for all. His policy was open for all, and I think that's where the downfall came. Students coming, like I'm talking about internet students, like especially Indian students. May Yes, 70% of you must be are hardworking, willing to abide by the Canadian rules and everything. But then there are 30%. So who has to control those 30% who do the things in plazas, leave plazas dirty, and then other students are coming and cleaning it, fighting, and stuff like that. All the bad stuff that gives the bad name to whole Indian community, especially the Punjabi communities living in Brampton. Why? Remember, I don't know. Maybe the reporters have their own propaganda, but you guys, you have opportunity to tell your side to the whole Canadians how the college is doing a injustice to justice to you guys. So why? So please, like I told you, Punjabis have been in Canada for over 125 years. They have earned respect. They have earned the fellow Canadians, white, Asian, they all live together for 125 years. Yes, there are racism, always there will be. But we are talking about the majority. So don't spoil their reputation and image too. When we come to this country, at least if you were clearing islets, I know you have to use in time back, like when you have to come to US, you have to clear the TOEFL exam, and then you have to get IELTS here. It was not easy. But now I just came to know that Canadian visa was given by computers, not even humans. So that was, I don't know what was the policy of Justin Trudeau government and that kind of giving the visa. So right now, bro, if you guys are good students, already got the citizenship, the PR, they study hard. I know many students who have sons and daughters of my friends. They did mechanical engineering, they did IT, they did food security, good courses. And they got jobs, they still got jobs in Canada, but not for cookery or drivers anymore or stuff like that. So don't force it on them. Prove them like that you are here to, you're worth to them, they will get citizenship. Now we talk about the second part. The second part about the white people and the racism. So first we got always should talk about good people. So like I said, have been living in Western countries for last 25 years, and 9.9% I lived in white neighborhoods. Everybody is not racist. They are nice people. Like they say hello to you if you need help. They help you. They ask for help even you don't ask for help. So yes, I'm like every race like their own kind of people. Like in India, we like our own kind of people. In Arab countries, they like their own kind of people. In Africa, they like their own kind of people. So why it does not become racist? So they're good people. They have concern about Canada or America or Europe, whichever country they are protesting. So don't make it racist. Everything is not racist. Some people are really concerned about their country's future and how it's going on, what the government is going on. Like in US, the big concern was like free for all, open border. So like I said, I'm not against anyone. Like I'm an immigrant myself, but you know there are always laws and rules that you have to abide by. If I don't like those rules, and I can go back to my country. Simple. If I don't like something, I just go back. I cannot force. But so don't blame. There are like 70% people, white people, who are good people. So don't turn them against you by doing this any unuseful, unnecessary demonstrations. And please, we need to learn the civics, how to behave in public, how to behave in different places. We don't have to show off at every fucking single place. Now, the second category, 30%, who make videos on TikTok about Indian students only. These people are hate mongers. They live only on hate. That's their whole life is about. They hate based on color. That's the only happiness in their life. Otherwise, their lives are miserable in trailers. You go on the countrysides, you see their lives in how they live. Their life is miserable, no happiness, no family life, no kids. They have kids, they don't listen, and the parents don't listen to kids don't listen to parents, and then somebody, a 14-year-old, take a gun and shoot many people in the college, or old bred, like old racist or somebody like that, go to a mall or a church and kill people. So that's their life is. Their life is very miserable. All they do is hate. And why I say all they do hate? Because they live on hate. If they don't find colored people around them, to hate, they will hate their own kind. They will hate Italians. They will hate Polish. They will hate Irish. They will call them Italians gangsters. They will call Irish drunken. Like I said, they need somebody to hate on. So right now, you are the target. So like they hate, like I said, they hate on their own kind. They will hate their own fellow looking white people and still put them in the chambers like small kids and women in chambers, in gas chambers, and kill them in like millions, like millions. So these guys have nothing to do with Canada. They don't worry about jobs. They don't care about anything. They just live. They just don't want to see a different kind of person around them. Like they will make a comment that I saw Indian people pooping on the beach, but there's no proof. They just say it. That's how the propaganda works. Like in 1940s, they blamed Jewish people that they're taking all our jobs, and then they killed. There was no proof. They killed them in millions. They were not good enough to do their own jobs, but they blame Jews. The same way they're blaming Indian students right now. So the whole purpose of their life is that they have nothing good to do. So they kill millions. They do, like I said, they have excuse. I was in Canada. I cannot forget that in 2000. This is way before the students came, 2007 or 8. We were in a hotel, booked a room in a hotel in Toronto. We were like 3 people in the room, just talking, and then this old lady knocked on the door, like in her like late 80s or 85 or something. First thing she said, I said, "Hello, ma'am, how I can help you? You guys have ruined the country. You guys have do it this and that. I came from Germany here. It was a beautiful country." So that's their irony. These kind of people are so hypocrite. She came from Germany. Just imagine that. I'm sure like she was a Nazi or daughter of somebody, a daughter of a Nazi. She brought that hate to Canada. We were doing nothing, literally. I'm like, then his son came, who was actually son and daughter-in-law, who were actually the owners of that hotel. They apologized, and we would have sued that lady, but I don't want to make it race issue. I know like maybe that lady like just lived in that past and still living in that past. So that's the thing. So like I said, now they blame that, these people blame that Indian people, especially the people with turban, the Sikh people, they don't take a shower or anything, they're dirty people. This is pure hate. And they talk about civilization. I just want to remind you that Indian, Mesopotamia, Egyptian were only 3 civilizations, oldest civilizations. Oldest. India was the country where British came to loot, to looking for something. It was not Indian who came to England at that time, right? So don't blame. Like if you will lose this whole argument about taking shower. You think somebody to have a long beard? So other thing, if a white person has a long beard, that's a fashion, and he's like a Jesus Christ follower. Any brown person or black person has a beard, he become a terrorist. That's a hypocrisy. That's like I said, they live in their own world of hypocrisy. So they say like they wear turban, long hairs. Bro, now we have ACs. Every Indian religion temple, be it Buddhist, be it Jainism, Hinduism, Sikhism, along with every temple, we have a pool from centuries. That pool was to take shower and then pray. That's how important taking our body clean is, right? But imagine if taking your argument, if the person has long beard, he has a turban on, he live in Canada, you think he still does not take shower, he's not clean. Just imagine a person living in Middle East 2,000, 3,000 years ago, wearing a turban, having a long beard, and whom we call savior. If he can, and there's no water in Middle East, no rivers, no nothing. If he can clean the way he kept clean, the same way we keep clean. Just imagine that no water, heat, turban. I know you took his turban off. You have give him a white complexion, and you give him you dyed his beard and his hair like a label red colored. No, he was living 3,000 in middle of a hottest place in the on the planet. So he was a brown guy. If the way he keeps clean, same way the six can he keeps clean. And I know how keep clean like people living in the countryside in trailers. We can look at their teeth and everything, how clean they are. So I don't want to get in blame game, name calling. I'm just responding to those people. So before you open your mouth, you will lose this argument in any way about civilization, about cleanliness, about religion, anything. So, and bro, everybody came to these countries, America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, for a better life. Nobody left their own country, their grandparents or somebody coming today or 5 or 300 years ago, because they were poor, because they were looking for a better life. Otherwise, why will somebody risk a whole family's life on a small wooden ship with the sheep and goat into their belongings? That's it, nothing else. Sheep and goat. Why somebody will put his life in danger? Why? Because everybody was looking for a better life, and there's nothing wrong with it. And other thing of the race, 30% racist people, how they are racist. So they came to Canada. They call the natives savages. They came to their land, and they call the host savages. Then they brought Canada, America. Then they brought African people by force, not by their will. They call them animals. Then they came the Indians. They called them coolies. The Asian people, virus spreaders. So basically, bro, they present themselves after killing millions in humans, after bringing diseases to the America and Canada, and killing millions of natives, and killing of millions of natives in their churches and their kids in their churches. They are the good one always. So that's the hypocrisy. And just imagine how many Ukrainian people came to Canada in the last 2 years. Did any white person speak about them, that they're living on benefits and taking our jobs? No, it's only the brown people or Asian people or somebody like that. Why? Because this is a hypocrisy. A white person come off the plane yesterday, of September 8th, 2024. He become Canadian and American by default. Even he does not speak a single word of English. He cannot make one sentence in English. He's American or Canadian. But a person who's living here for 1,000, 10,000, 20,000 years ago, he's native Canadian, Native American. Spanish people, Mexican people are living here for thousands of years. They are Mexican American. African people who brought here for 300 years ago, they are African American. Indian people who came in early 1900s, and Asian people coming in, they are Chinese American, Asian Americans, or Indian Americans. But a person who just walked off the plane yesterday with no English, but he's from Europe, so that is the hypocrisy. So if somebody want to talk about the facts, that are the facts. So brothers, so don't let I'm just responding to those people who put like all these kind of hate videos on TikTok and social media. So please, if you want to get into that, I no name calling. I know I live with white people. 70-80% people are so nice. They have their own reservations, but they're free to have their reservations, right? But no name calling. So it's just for 20% people who have no happiness in their life, and the only purpose is to blame somebody else. We blame it Jews on sometime, Asians on sometime, blacks sometime, and other. Right now it's like Punjabis and Indians. So now I come to the third part. Now I see a lot of videos in Canada from some black people, African people, Middle Easterns. And before I go there, like listen, let me tell you their hypocrisy. So like I told you, if they don't find anyone else, they will blame their own kind. Marjorie Taylor Greene, the congresswoman, she told a British white journalist to go back to her country because she was asking a question and she was not able to answer it logically. In other speech, to compare Trump with Jesus, she claimed that even Jesus was a convict. Can you believe that? Yes, I will put the clips in. And then there's another guy. White guy, to compare Jesus with Trump. He said Jesus was also hooked with the whore. Can you believe that? This is the quality and intelligence the white trash has. That's how low IQ they have. So don't worry about the racist videos. They have nothing else to do. Now back to the topic of black and Middle Eastern and Asian people spitting venom against Indian communities. Bro, one thing I always tell you, all of you guys, if Canadian people, American people, is given a choice to live with one community, even Indians are dirty, they don't take shower, they are not good people, Americans and Canadians white will live happily with, they will choose Indian people over you guys. Trust me. You know why? They know Indians people will not blast and kill hundreds of people because of their ideology. They know Indian people will not groom white girls ages from 11 to 15 and convert them to your own ideology, Middle Eastern ideology, right? They know that they will not be robbed at gunpoint. They know they will not be mugged at gunpoint. They know if someone of them is working as a store clerk, they will not be killed and robbed. They know that. They know this. They know. I'm not being racist. I'm just telling you the facts. I'm just responding to those people. They know they will be safe. They will know even if the Indians live there, the standard of the schools will go up. And they will also realize our problem with Indians are they are taking our jobs, which means Indians are working. They will take working people over the people who live on benefits, who live on free housing after landing in Canada and America, claiming to benefit from their ancestors because they were slaves. That's why we are not working. They will choose any day. I said even the dirtiest Indian, they will live with that person because he's working. He have some bad habits, but he will not groom their kids. They don't have their kids to be kidnapped, robbed, mugged, put on drugs, get on dirty rap that nobody can listen in the family and the family values, right? Where there's a wife, there's a husband and the kids, and father and parents take care of kids and kids take care of parents. Family values. That's what the southern values in American states. So you don't try to jump into that, bro. You are nowhere even close to that. So again, I know no one is going to like this video, not the international students, not some white racist people, not black or Middle Eastern, some of them. I'm not generalizing it, right? And also the Asian people, like they're coming in and they just forgot what happened 4 years ago when they were blamed for the virus. So and they were blamed that they eat mosquitoes, snakes, all kind of shit. So, but remember, Indian people always stand with you guys. So don't do that. If the international students are bad, I'm with the Canadian government. If they need them, keep them here. Otherwise, they have to go. Simple. But don't spew hatred against whole Indian community, bro. We are living with you guys for 125, 130 years. So don't do it. Thank you very much, everyone.